Welcome to Petcetera. With summertime just around the corner, now's the time to start thinking about that summer vacation. That may include traveling with your family dog. So now's a good time to cover some of those travel tips to make your vacation a good time for everyone. You need to start off with a few questions. First off, will the dog be welcome at your vacation destination? And will your dog enjoy the trip? And is your dog healthy enough to go on this trip? If you've answered yes to all of those, then you need to get your dog accustomed to traveling in the car. Now, a lot of dogs just hop in and they love to go in the car, but there are some dogs that are not accustomed to it, and they might have some nausea and things while they're traveling. They might just not enjoy it. So you need to get them adjusted slowly. Just start off with some short trips. Just travel around the block or so, and then gradually add more length to each trip until they seem to be adjusted to it and they're okay with it. Some dogs might just not ever get adjusted, and that's the time to think of having someone responsible pet sit your dog while you're away, or to board your dog to make sure they're okay when you're gone. If you do take your dog along, then you need to remember not to feed your dog for about 3 hours before you leave on your trip. And also take your dog for a short walk before you leave. Just make sure they're well drained. And then during stops, at rest stops, you need to provide some fresh water for your dog. And then after you stop traveling for the day, that is the time to feed your dog. And then make sure your vehicle has enough space in it to accommodate your dog. A carrier is a real nice way to travel with your dog. It keeps them safe in the back and protects them. Just make sure the crate is not in direct sun, so you've got something covering it to prevent your dog from being overheated. You might want to check out a restraining harness, kind of a doggy seat belt, to keep them secure in your back seat. If you stop suddenly, your dog might be thrown forward, so having them restrained would protect both you and him. And always put your dog on a leash before leaving the car. And then, of course, don't leave your dog in a closed car. Even on a mild day, the temperatures in your car can quickly rise, even if you have your windows slightly open. So it's best just not to leave them in there. The heat and insufficient air circulation can lead to heat stroke or possibly even death. So you want to protect your dog from that. Before you leave the house, make sure your dog's vaccinations are up to date, and pack your dog's food and water bowls. And if you need to bring any grooming supplies, bring those along, and any heartworm or other medication that you might need while you're on your trip. Of course, make sure your dog's ID tags are up to date with your current name, your dog's name, your address, and your phone number, including area code. And you might want to put your cell number on there because you'll have your cell with you, and that way if your dog's lost, they'll be able to reach you at your cell number rather than your home number. And make sure, of course, their collar is secure. If it's really loose, it can come right off. So make sure that's all good. And, of course, a rabies tag, too, on the dog's collar. And it's a good idea to bring along some color photographs of your dog and a written description of their markings or coloring and their body weight and size. If your dog happens to become lost, this will be helpful in locating him. One good way of helping your dog find you again is by microchipping your dog. That's a real simple procedure. So it's about the size of a piece of rice, and it goes injected in the back of the dog's neck there. And that way a vet or a shelter can use a hand scanner, and they can get all the information they need to help your dog, if they can contact you if your dog is lost. Take along your dog's usual food to help prevent digestive upset that can occur with a sudden diet change. So keep them on the same food. At your destination, you'll need to observe any rules or regulations regarding pets. But most of all, have fun with your dog. It's take time to enjoy activities they like taking walks, playing ball, swimming, or going boating. They'll enjoy going to new places and taking in all those great new smells. So it's their vacation too. So make it a good time for them as well. We do have a couple events coming up. We've got our 3rd annual plant sale, and that will be Saturday, June 6th, starting at 11 o'clock. And I'll have lots of potted perennials out there. It'll be at the shelter, so just come directly out there. I'll also have some small potted red pines this year, which is new, so come check them out. Everything will be reasonably priced, and 100% of proceeds benefit the shelter. So any money you spend on the plants goes right to help the animals. We do have a motorcycle raffle. That's our big thing this year. We'll be raffling off a 2009 Harley-Davidson Dyna Super Glide custom bike, which is valued at $13,000. We'll also have a second prize of $500 cash, and a third prize, 5 chances at $100 cash. So tickets are $20, available at the shelter or from board members, and also around town we'll be having, at events, we'll have the raffle tickets for sale too. And the winners will be drawn at Shelterfest, and that's Saturday, August 22nd at the Hotel Shoreham. So you do not need to be present to win. So you hope you take part of that raffle too. We'll see you next time on Petcetera.